Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Folder and I am back this week with, I'm gonna say it, a Christmas gift guide. I can't quite believe it either. We've been beavering behind the scenes to buy some really nice stuff, to have a little like curator section on the site for gifts. So these are things that you can treat yourself to. Let's be honest, I quite often buy a lot of my own presents. Or, you know, if you've got family that you just want to send to one place, we just got some really lovely things for the season. So I'm going to talk you through a few of them. We thought it'd be nice, like a bit helpful to see kind of the scale of things, what the packaging's like, that sort of stuff that I always want to know, and kind of show you what we got. So the first one is from this really lovely company, and we're really excited to stock them. So it's basically like a really cool either glasses case, but I was thinking like either sewing pencil case or tool kind of carrier. So it comes in a box like this. I'll show you some pictures with it already done, but it's basically this super cute little pouch. It's PU leather. You can either button and open it like this if you wanted to use it as a pencil case, or if you wanted to use it as a glasses case, you could change it around so that you unbutton it from the top. But the cool thing is, if I come in and you can see, can you see all of that those dots? Which means it's basically like a cross stitch. So you can stitch in, it comes with fabric, embroidery thread as well with each one. You can sew whatever you want on there. There are some templates that it comes with. Let me show you. So you can do your initials if you want to, but really you could do whatever you like. And as we're all quite creative, you can come up with whatever you wanted. But I just thought they were really fun. So they come in a grey, a pink and a navy. And I just thought those would be a really lovely present and nice way, you know, if you go somewhere and you want to take all of your like little sewing tool, you know, like your scissors and all of that stuff, you could pop them all in there and then keep everything nicely together. So that was our first thing. So from the same company, which is called Chasing Threads, they're really great little independent. This super cute stitch your own tea towel. So it comes in this really lovely box, and actually if I come in, you can see there what you get. So I liked this because it is quite creative, but it's quite kind of loose in its brief. So I've got it kind of unfolded here. So this is the tea towel. It comes with, you can see that the kind of designs are printed on there. And then it comes with loads of different embroidery threads. And basically you can just kind of go nuts and do whatever you like. But I like the idea that you sort of stitch over the design in whatever stitches you want with whatever colour fabrics you want. There are some examples if you want to follow exactly how they've done it, but we thought that was a really nice present. I will say, actually, just lifting back up again, the fabric is really structured. So it means that it's not going to all pucker up when you're doing it. Yeah, it's quite kind of, it's almost like a coated canvas, I would say, in terms of the feel of it. So yeah, it's quite a good option for doing embroidery in. So that's the next thing. Then we've got some really lovely little like sewing kind of kits. I'm sure many of you have heard of this company, Clara. I actually met her quite a few years ago, and she's got a really incredible company. It's grown into this massive beast, and she does kind of cross-stitch kits. So this is one of them. We've bought quite a few designs. I thought these were really nice presents. They're actually quite good presents for people who don't know what to give for Christmas. I thought this would work really nicely as well for kind of older children presents. So this one is a very sweet little toadstool, and it comes in this cute box. So we open it up so you can see kind of what's inside. So you obviously get the ring and the cross-stitch fabric. You get a little needle as well. Your threads come in here in a little envelope. And then you get the pattern, which comes kind of printed in colour for you. And on here, it kind of tells you kind of what you're doing, but obviously it's quite a simple kind of cross stitch. But I thought that was a really fun option. There are two different kind of types. There are some Christmas ones which are ever so slightly, let me show you this in terms of scale. The Christmas ones are ever so slightly smaller, which I thought would be really nice because you could actually make them and hang them on the tree, which I thought would be kind of a fun little project to do. They're just so cute. I just was obsessed with them. Couldn't resist. And then kind of following on from that, if you wanted something let me show you actually. So we've got these horse embroidery kits. So it comes in this really beautiful packaging. And then inside are these horses. So they're wooden. They come with string as well so that you can make them into decorations to tie onto the tree. And then they've got embroidery threads, a pack of embroidery threads, so that you can kind of stitch your own design. But I thought, again, this would be a really nice project to do with children or not, depending on what you are up to. But it just is really cute. So you get 3 horses in the kit and each one has sort of a different design on it. Really lovely quality and I thought really fun for Christmas. Then we've got some kind of cute little pencils which have sold so well. Everyone has gone nuts for these, from Kylie and the Machine. They do such great. We've actually got a few products from them for Christmas, just because we just love all the stuff that they do. So this really lovely, I thought this would be a good little stocking stuffer. It's a pack of pencils, and on the pencils each one has got a phrase. So if I come in, you can see really lovely sort of pastel-y sort of colours, and then they've got kind of funny sewing phrases on. So this one is like, making is magic, I make my own clothes, I'd rather be sewing, sew is gonna sew, sew all the things. But they come with, you know, they're really lovely quality, this kind of pink top, but those would be a really like fun little stocking stuffer. Then I think this, it's quite up there in like my favourite thing that when we were searching for stuff that I found. So this is a sew your own idol kit, and the idol is the Queen herself, Esme Young. Yeah, so it comes in this little packet all together. It's very small with a little kind of tab on the top, and a piece of fabric with Esme on the front, and then kind of that's the back for you to sew. It doesn't come with any stuffing, so it packs really flat, so it'd be a good one if you've got to send anything abroad. And then inside is a little like, it's so cute, it's almost like a little zine of how to do it, which is just so lovely. And there is Esme, and there is of course the heartthrob himself, Patrick Grant, as well. But yeah, I just saw them and I was like, those are so brilliant. So if you've got someone who, you know, loves Esme, who doesn't, I feel like actually we should all have them, like we should all make them and have them in our sewing rooms watching over us while we trash our projects. Maybe she'd bring us like good luck, Esme and Patrick. So that is those as well. I've also got, this is something that I spoke about in the past, but I thought this was a really great present. Again, a good kind of stocking stuffer. The fabric IDE tape from Kylie and the Machine. So let me open it up and show you. If I come in. So the concept of this, it's like a masking tape. And the idea is that you stick this onto your fabric and with notes on it, so that when you are looking through it, it keeps everything organised. So I actually use it. So I've got a couple of fabrics here. So I've written on what it is, how much there is. So the fibre, the width, the length, source from, whether you've washed it or not, which is very handy, and notes. So I have written on this one, it's lightweight. And then this other fabric, which I've got here, sometimes I write what pattern I'm thinking about using it for, just in case I try and like liberate it for something else. But they're really useful, and I got this when it came through and I was like, am I going to use this? But I've actually used it loads and it's been really helpful. So if you haven't got one of these yet, I really, really recommend them. They're great. Now I've got some really lovely things from Generate. So if you haven't come across her stuff before, it is absolutely incredible. She makes sewing tools that everyone wants and needs in their life, just really useful things. So we've got some of her, we've got most of her stuff on the site, but a couple of nice things that would work really well for Christmas. This lovely sewing ruler that we've got, actually with a fold line written on it, which was really exciting. She offered us that. Super useful for everything. I've got another one of hers actually before we'd even started stocking, and I use it all the time. It's just nice, and I think the fact it's made of wood, it feels really lovely in your hands. Then these are this is so clever. So she's got this little pot. If I show it to you, let me get everything out. So they're called seam circles, if you haven't come across them before. So this is the little tin, how it comes, and then you open it up, and it comes with a little thing to sort of show you what you're doing. And inside, if I hold them up like this, you can see these little beautiful wooden wheels. Now, when I first saw them, I thought, what on earth do you use these for? So useful. So let me show you. So for example, this one is 1 centimetre. If I bring that in, you can have a look. You basically put your, let me show you it with a pen. So you'd be doing it with a pencil. So you put your pencil in the middle and follow the line of the edge of the pattern, and you can create a seam line really quickly. And obviously then there are different size ones. You've got the 2 centimetre one. So you just pop this in the middle, and again, as you would, like that, and then follow it round the edge of the seam, and you get a 2 centimetre allowance. There's 1.5 as well, and then there's 3. It's just so clever and really useful, and this is like a really lovely present you could give to someone who would be absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. I would be absolutely delighted with it. A couple more things from Kylie and the Machine. So really fun socks. This is a good little stocking stuffer. There's lots of different designs, but I've got one here with me, and this one says I'd rather be sewing, which, let's be honest, we all would at all times. They're really lovely quality, as you would expect from Kylie and the Machine, and lots of fun ones. So that's a nice one to give to someone. You can hopefully get these. I feel like these are good for your stocking. Then a new product from Kylie and the Machine that has just launched, which is so clever. So it's called Label Glue Stick. Show you that. Take the lid off. You can see it's really cute. It's actually kind of very pale lilac. And so what you do is, if I've actually got a label here. So you glue on the back of it with this, and then you stick it onto your fabric where you want, say for example, if I just show you like that, where you'd like to sew it, and then you can sew and it stays in place. Because I don't know if anyone has tried using needles, I quite often end up bunching it up, and it's quite hard to get it all to sit flat, and this is great because it's water solvable, so once it's gone through the wash it'll disappear, but it just holds it in place while you're stitching it. So it's such a useful product. I feel like I don't know how we all, like with all of her products, how we survived without it before, but we did. Anyway, so that one is lovely as well. Then I've got a few things from Merchant Mills. These are sort of bigger presents, and then I'll let you get on with your weekend. The first one is like a really pimp box of stuff from Merchant Mills. It's called the Sewing Box. It's beautiful. So if I lift it up and show you what you get inside, I mean, as usual, it's kind of absolutely beautiful. All the things that you would want. So we've got thimble, needles, pins, tailor's beeswax, measuring tape, little scissors, tailor's chalk. What else have we got? A seam ripper. So this is a really nice present to give to someone who's kind of relatively new to sewing, who doesn't have all the treasure yet. Or if someone's thinking about starting out, that's a really lovely sort of starter kit. So it's beautiful, and it comes in a beautiful box. Then they've got a couple of books actually, which this one in particular I really loved. So this is like a maker's journal. It comes in this little box, and this kind of slides out, and it's so clever. I haven't seen anything like this. So it's like a notebook, but it like concertinas, so that you can then open it up And I mean, you can use it however you want. I'm imagining us drawing stuff that we're going to make, but actually, even if you just love drawing, how amazing is that? Like a small notebook that you can open out and do like a really long, big drawing. I just thought it was really beautiful and a really nice thing that I think most people would quite enjoy using. So that one is called, it comes with this wrapped around it, the Maker's Journal. Then they have got a sewing book. This again, I would say, is for more in the beginner camp. So it comes with 2 patterns, the fisherman's top and the tailored shawl. And let me show you inside. It's obviously very much a Mills and beautifully curated. Alongside the patterns, there are then lots of smaller kind of homeware projects inside, so you get kind of instructions as you're going through. But I thought this would be a nice present for someone who's kind of relatively new to sewing. Let me have a look, show you if there's anything else. They've also got pictures of the product kind of as you move in, so that's one of them there, this little duffel bag. But yeah, there's lots of really nice projects in here. So if I come to the front, I can read you some of them. So there's a bag, a tailor's ham, ironing board cover, maker's apron, bolster cushion, pillow cushion, document bag, flight bag, duffel bag, tote bag, and then the tailor's shawl and the fisherman's top. So you get quite a lot of options in here. So this, again, I feel like this and this, as it for a new maker, would be a really lovely, very generous Christmas present. And then last but not least, in my monster gift guide, I feel like I've been talking for hours, the Merchant & Mills workbook, if you haven't come across this before. So this has 6, so this is, I would say, is designed more for kind of the people who've made a few things. So it has 6 patterns, it comes with them all kind of in this bit, and then it's really beautifully done. Like, it feels as like a workbook. It's got kind of open bound seams for the book part, and then inside it's like a pattern book. So you get the pictures you can see here, and then obviously the instructions of how to make it. So let me show you to give you an idea. Kind of drawn instructions. It's really beautifully done, actually, as usual, and kind of talks you through. So this one feels like you kind of know what you're doing, you'll get on making, but it's really beautifully done. So yeah, there is obviously lots of other things in there. We've got, like, actually these are amazing. Merchant & Mills milliners, like Merchant & Mills needles, sorry. If you haven't got any, these ones are my absolute favourite. They're called straws. So these are milliner's needles, and if you haven't ever used milliner's needles, they are the best because they're extra long and they make hand sewing way easier. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, I need a set of these. But stuff like this, I mean, in a lovely little wooden kind of storage thing, so just little presents that will be useful forever. Yes, so that is it. I feel like that was a bit haphazard, but I hope you get an idea of some of the things we've got. There's obviously more in there, so please go and have a look. I'll pop links down below to the gift guide and to our gift section, so you can go and have a bit of a peruse and start making a wish list of stuff you'd like for Christmas or to give to other people. And yes, enjoy. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your weekend. Bye.